All right. After a weekend of madness to Comic-Con in San Diego, Sam Heughan is with us, starring in Outlander, where he plays
Jamie Fraser, a Scottish soldier. The story follows the story of... The story follows the story.
The story
Did you do that?
follows the story.
Claire, a married combat nurse from 1945, who is mysteriously swept back in time to 1743.
Jamie, I went for a walk.
I ordered you to stay put.
I don't have to do what you tell me to.
You do. You are my wife.
Your wife? Oh, you think I'm your property, don't you? You think I belong to you and you can't stand for someone to have something else that belongs to you.
You do belong to me and you are my wife, whether you like it or not.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Oh, okay, take it easy now.
I like that.
Yeah.
Very manly of you.
Thank you very much, yes.
So she's speaking from a 1945 perspective.
Correct, you've got that.
It may be pre-feminist, but she's kind of a feminist back then, right?
She is. She's a very forward-thinking woman. But yeah, she's transported back in time to 1743, where she meets my character, Jamie Fraser, who is, he's a Scotsman, and he's been brought up a certain way and has his own moral code from that period.
Is he a good guy?
He's a good guy. He's a very good guy. He's always trying to do the right thing. Sometimes, it doesn't quite go the way planned.
So there's a little bit of sci-fi, a bit of time travel, obviously, but it's quite historical and very accurate when it comes to what happened.
Correct. Yes, there is a time travel. There's a historical side, but there's a lot of action. There's adventure. There's
Are you kind of learning history as you go?
You do learn it. Yeah, it's all set in pretty much the build up to Culloden, and it was a famous battle in Scotland where the Scots all got wiped out. And it does sort of pretty much follow history.
It's an adventure. It's also highly romantic. It comes from a series of very successful books. How many are there of the
8.
books? There are 8.
She's writing the 9th, right?
You've got it, yes. She's sold over 26 million of these books. Diana Gabaldon has written this terrific series. And there's companion books as well. But they're fantastic. The stories are great. The characters are, very, very big. And,
okay. Can we talk about you for a moment? It is true, or one of these stories they make up? Your acting teacher said to you, what?
He said that, he's going to really punish me for this, but he said I couldn't act. This is with drama school, yes. And I don't know, I think it's part of the whole process of breaking you down.
But love, wait a minute.
Are you in touch with this acting teacher still?
I met him about a week ago back in Scotland, and I reminded him, and he was quite upset.
Was he?
Was he gobsmacked?
He still believes I can't act. And,
stop it.
When that moment occurs, what did you take from that? Oh, I can be better, or I'm aiming for the wrong business.
I think in this industry, you get a lot of knockbacks, and I think it was a test, and I think as a drama school, they like to do that. They like to test you and not make an easy path for you, and it certainly makes you, consider, am I doing the right thing?
Yes, and it's sadistic at the same time.
It is. I'm sure that you got some pleasure out of it.
You are Scottish, right?
I am.
What was this whole thing when you first got cast? People saying you weren't Scottish enough. What was that about?
I didn't really see any of that, but if there was, I am Scottish. I'm a true Scot, and I don't know. It's interesting. Scottish culture is portrayed in a lot of famous films like Braveheart and a lot of TV shows, but I think ours is very authentic.
How good are you in a kilt, riding a horse, and going to battle?
I'm terrific. It's the first thing I had to learn, and it's actually surprisingly comfortable riding a horse in a kilt.
Is it?
It is.
Oh.
Yeah. You should try it sometime.
How do you know I haven't?
Well, exactly.
What does a Scotsman have under a kilt?
Well, need you ask?
Okay.
So, Sam, you flew back to be part of Comic-Con this weekend. You were in Scotland.
That's right.
What was that like? Look at you. All your fans out there.
The panel. Yeah, we had almost 5,000 fans at that panel. We managed to consume a whole bottle of whiskey. And I ended up...
Before or after?
During the panel. And I ended up dressed as a pirate. So it was pretty successful, I think.
You were dressed as a pirate because you lost a bet. You won a bet.
I won the bet.
That's winning the bet.
That is winning. Yeah, I don't quite know how that works out. But Colin O'Donoghue from Once Upon a Time, we had a bet to to win a fan favorite award, and I won, so I had to dress up like him. I don't.
Wait, what would have happened if you lost?
Yeah, exactly. I think I've been had here. I think.
Well, he would have to wear a kilt, right? Is that
Yeah.
the way it
And
worked
ride a
out?
horse.
And ride a horse.
And ride a horse. Okay. The last thing, you are a heartthrob now. I mean, not just an actor.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Like yourself, sir.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. But I see in these things where they have a thing where they pit all these British actors against each other.
Yeah.
And it's like next week you're against so and so, and then in the end you won
I did.
over all these famous names.
I did.
Is it embarrassing or is it a good thing?
Flattering.
It's flattering. We've got some terrific fans, and they support us in everything we do. So it's thanks to them, really.
Yeah. Well said.
You do have that look to be on top, like on a cover of a Daniel Steele novel or something.
That's very fortunate. Thank you. You were talking about the color of my hair and how it wasn't right. So.
I was not saying
Why isn't it right?
that was just it's a long story.
It's a long
It's
story.
such a long story. Season 2 of Outlander is now in production. It will premiere next spring.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to
Thank you,
meet
Sam.
you.
Thank you,
Thanks
Sam.
so much.
Thank you.
Where are you going?
You don't have to walk out yet.
I don't have
You're
to
not
go.
over yet.
I can stay. Thanks, guys. I'll drink my coffee.
All right. Coming up, we have something really interesting and exciting.
Yeah.
She calls herself an average teenage girl who just wants was assigned male at birth. Jazz Jennings and the family coming up.